Now from Jugaad to Jubilant. Distinguished member of the dais, young friends and expected budding future leaders, ladies and gentlemen, I just take you through for another 10 minutes what exactly the innovation has done for Jubilant Organosys in last 8 years. Just to give you a snapshot about Jubilant, the company provides products and services in the area of pharmaceuticals and life science chemicals. We are the largest in custom research and manufacturing services out of India. I underline the word out of India, we are the largest. We have global position in all key materials and services we provide globally. In custom research and manufacturing, when we divide this into 4 parts, in proprietary products, we are globally number 1 position in pyridine and its derivative, which is a chemical derivative. In active ingredient, which is a little bit of high technical terms which I am using because I am in pharmaceutical sector. The active ingredients is nothing but a bulk drug. On a select products, we are globally number 1 or number 2 position in antidepressant drugs, anti-epileptic drugs. In contract manufacturing of sterile injectable, the injections what doctors used to give, we are globally number 5th position in North America. And also in drug discovery, again it is a very, very high technical term, we are again the largest out of India. Just to give you the global picture, the company which has started about 27 years back as a single product commodity chemical company, today we are very proud to say that we have 8 manufacturing locations just in 8 years. From 2 manufacturing locations to 8 manufacturing locations in India, 3 in North America, and we export more than about 65 countries, a turnover of approximately $1 billion, which has grown from $100 million to $1 billion in 7 years, and the market cap of the company has grown 70 times. A person who was invested in this company 7 years back, 1 rupee or 100 rupees has become 700 rupees worth today. How this has happened? Just if you see the overall, anyway, there is next session which is talking about outsourcing, which people you will be coming to know more about that. Just I want to touch upon the global scenario in pharmaceutical sector, how the outsourcing works. Outsourcing has 2 major components. One is the contract manufacturing, other one is the contract research. The total outsourcing opportunity globally is about $67 billion, big number. As of today, if you see, India is capturing less than 5% of the total outsourcing. We being in India, in the global outsourcing opportunity, India is growing at the rate of at least 43 to 65% in contract manufacturing and contract research. Why such a huge growth? It is because of the India's capability and also the scientific research and technical knowledge which is available and the techno-commercial capabilities which India has compared to other countries at a much lower cost and much faster way. That is one of the main reasons why this is growing like this. If you talk about Jubilant, we present across the value chain. Like if you see the drug discovery, little again high technical, there are 4 parts of the drug in the life cycle of the pharmaceutical sector. The discovery side, after the discovery, the pre-launch of the product, then the product is under the patent, then after the patent, it goes off patent, then anybody can enter into with certain regulatory authorities. What is discovery? Discovery is basically the larger molecule, what we call it as the proteins or the protein cells in the body. The smaller molecule is the medicine what we take for curing the disease. So in discovery side, we present from target identification to lead optimization to hit the molecule and do the chemical synthesis of that compound and after synthesizing the compound, it is tested on animals, basically mice and rats. Then after that, it tested on dogs and guinea pigs and monkeys. Then after that, it goes to the clinical trials on human beings, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Then after that, the product, it takes about approximately 10 to 15 years to launch a new drug with a 10 to 15 billion dollars. Then after the product is launched, then the people who are, the company which is launching has exclusivity for about 18 years after the product goes off patent. What has made Jubilant to be the cost competitive or competitive advantage? There are 4 factors which has happened why the company has seen such a huge growth. When we talk about innovation or when we talk about the cost competitive advantage or the innovative method by which the corporates are becoming global leaders today. In case of Jubilant, we were able to do 4 things right. One is we were vertically able to integrate across the pharmaceutical industry. And the second one is the continuous improvements. The third is the culture for innovation and the focus on the regulated market. If you talk about the vertical integration, Jubilant is present across the value chain from the early stage of drug discovery to the late stage of after the product goes off patent, and after the product is expired, patent has expired, then getting into generics. So if you see this simple chart, in proprietary products or the chemicals, the basic chemicals which we manufacture, there we start from the chemicals which is used as a raw material for the bulk drugs. Then from there we manufacture our own self the bulk drugs. Then from the bulk drug we manufacture the tablets or capsules what we take. And from there the injectables and the other products like radiopharmaceutical products for both therapeutic and also for diagnostic, for heart diseases or cancers or all those things. And from there we go to the drug discovery for innovating the new products. Since we are present across the entire value chain and we appoint at least 1,200 scientists with total number of people about 5,900 people across the globe, which offers the products and services across the value chain, so that all the top global pharma companies, we were able to service to them, and we were able to increase our top line year on year at least 40%, and the bottom line at least every 3 years we double. If you see the continuous improvement, which is very, very essential for any company or any corporate to sustain in the world, is the continuous improvement. Maybe we are one of the few companies which applies Lean Six Sigma and also the various design excellence and also to achieve ultimately the customer excellence. We continuously introduce the new products and processes which makes us to be a global cost competitive advantage. And in innovation side, the culture of innovation, which is very, very critical. A lot of our earlier speakers have talked about much in detail with an interesting way. If you see the R&D, you have to know how to make mistakes first. Then only you will be in a position to find out something new. Otherwise, nothing will work. So we have about 1,200 scientists who work only in research and development to continuously innovate product. If you talk about last 5 years, the new products what we have introduced, out of that, the sale of the company is at least about 40%. That means one has to continuously invest in innovation and research and development to become the cost competitive advantage, to introduce the new process and new products. And most importantly in pharmaceutical business, what is essential is one has to be in multi-location. That is why to be a low-cost manufacturer, I need not talk too much about this. If you want to be a low-cost manufacturer, you have to be in developing countries. Countries like India and China. That is where we are present in for APIs, that is active ingredients, and also chemicals. We are out of India operating the plants. If you want to be a high level of products like radiopharmaceuticals, where it is used for medicinal chemistry, you have to necessarily be nearer to the customer. That is why our plants are located in Canada and also in US. If you want to be an injectable business, where you wanted to provide products to the innovators, you have to necessarily be in the location where the customers are located. So that is why we are in US, in Montreal, and also in Salisbury in Maryland, USA. And also if you want to be doing a clinical trials, again little high technical, like clinical trials, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, you have to be multi-location. So that is where we are present in US, Europe, India, and planning to be in China. So that way, a complete locational advantage which gives us the cost competitive advantage and gives us a great position to be a leader in the industry. That is why if you see over a period of 5 years, more particularly last 7 years, since we are able to achieve and focus our strategy to continuously move up the value chain, the top line of the company has grown 10 times in last 7 years. The EBITDA, the operating profit of the company has grown 40 times in last 7 years, and the net profit of the company has grown up by 80 times, and the market capitalization has grown up approximately 120 times. Ultimately, if you want to be a cost competitive advantage then you have to be an innovative company providing products and services sitting in India, which is the major advantage what we enjoy today. People like you whom the corporates expect to come up and innovate new things, help us to grow. So we want that to happen, and I thank Amity for giving me this opportunity to present the case study on Jubilant. Thank you very much.